What's up, guys? I'm up here in elk country. I think I'm up too high. I heard the elk down a little lower last night. We just got a lot of cold weather, and I think they have gone to a little bit lower elevation, which is nice because this country is super steep. Look at this. So that's down there. I mean, that's you'd have a tough time walking up that right there. But there's just no elk around here. They were here for the last week, and then the weather changed, and I heard tons of bugles last night from the tent, and they sound like they were in a little bit lower elevation down kind of behind where I'm camped at, and this is just basically straight up from where I'm camped at. So yeah, no activity here. Sure is a nice spot though. Time to move on. Pipe's like, there's no elk here. I know there's no elk here, that's why we're leaving. We gotta go find them, Pipe. Pipe, we're gonna go find them elk. Yeah. They're around here somewhere. Look at this thing. I found it earlier today. Called it into the game and fish department, and they said I can go ahead and pick it up. Yeah, this is worth carrying out of here. I mean, it's probably 30 pounds. That's massive. No idea if this is gonna work. I mean, it's definitely pretty awkward, but we're gonna give it a go. Holy smokes. Oh, she knows the easy route. But now I know how elk feels walking around with these big giant antlers in this tight forest. This is nuts. At least they got him on the top of his head. I don't know if some people would just leave that dead head laying there and just take the ivories. Like if they didn't want to carry it, or they thought it wasn't in good enough shape, or they didn't want to deal with the game warden. I spoke to the game warden in town, and he said that go ahead and grab it. I showed him a picture. He just wanted to make sure it wasn't like a fresh kill. But he said go ahead and grab it, and since I'm a non-resident to this state, bring it by the office and get an interstate game tag. Whoa, that doesn't look very navigable. No, Pipe wants to. Pipe, we'll go this way. think that's actually a lot easier than I thought it would be walking with this thing. It seemed to just scrape off everything and doesn't get snagged up the way I've got it hooked up on there. And I really want to hunt this evening, but I don't want to pack this thing out at night. And I really just want to get it in my possession, so it's mine. 'Cause I don't have anything like this. I live in Florida. We don't have antlers like this in Florida. We have a sandbar deer. Lives on St. Vincent Island. Kind of an anomaly. They were brought in from some other country, maybe New Zealand. And they're kind of like elk, but I don't think they grow antlers this big. I mean, this is, I don't know how old this deadhead is, but somebody probably shot him last year and couldn't find him, or they didn't know that they hit him. So I'd like to say that I found him like 8 miles from the trailhead, but actually I found him, it was more like 500 some yards, but it's not easy traveling. Like, this is a big, oh, sugar. I don't know if it's coming loose. I don't know. Is it coming loose? I don't know. I want to bring this back to Florida. I'm going to get that interstate game tag. Bring it back to Florida, because all I've got here is a cow tag. And so I really wasn't going to go home with any antlers. I didn't think about finding a shed or a deadhead. So now if I get a tag, I'll have the meat and I got some antlers. So carrying this rack, I actually sound like an elk walking through here, busting all these branches. I know, I picked this way. Almost on the trail that we came in on. But man, this is a no travel zone right here. There's a huge rub on that tree right there. Look at this. Go first. Okay. I don't know how I'm squeezing through all this stuff. That's incredible. Whoa. That's incredible. It does feel pretty cool walking around with this big ass elk head on my back. Okay, this is too narrow. I have to try to back up. Maybe go sideways. Yeah, you just have to think like an elk. Like, how would an elk get through there? Well, they'd probably turn their head. Pipe, you go first. Come on. Pipe, go first. Come on. Come on. Go ahead. Go. Pipe, go first. She does not want to go back to the truck yet. Pipe, go. Go ahead. Sweet, got it. Y'all aren't gonna believe this. I left my bow back where I got this deadhead. Unbelievable. Well, strapping a big elk head on your back with giant antlers can be a little bit distracting. But yeah, forgot the bow. Back at the site. For some reason the bugs are pretty bad right here. We're gonna throw this thing in the truck and obviously go back and get that bow. Keep hunting. What? We made it back to the truck, dog. Look at that on there, 2 strap. Good night, really 1 strap holding it all in. A blue raptor. I heard there's some other people from Florida here. I think they were in a silver raptor. Maybe it was blue, maybe that was it. Alright, we got it in the back of the truck. Alright, I just came back to get my bow and I found both of the ivories in the ground. Look at this. They're definitely the ivories. Super stoked. Somebody didn't take them after all, they just fell out. So, we're gonna go hunt for a few more minutes on our way back to the truck. Alright, I just checked both my cards. I just swapped them. There's not very many pics on there, or videos. There's only like 3 videos and like 20 pics or something. I've been doing some south cow calling, and I just heard a bugle rip out. There it is again. Holy shit. Alright, so it's that way. I'm gonna check the wind. It's going that way. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. I'm gonna go try to get closer to that bull. He's super close. He just bugled again from right over there. Hope he's got some cows with him. He just ripped out another huge bugle. He's right over here. I think there's 2 elk in here bugling. But this big boy just ripped out a huge bugle right over there. Find somewhere where there's some shooting lanes. It's right over there. Try to tell which way he's going. Try to get in front of him. My heart's starting to race. He's right over here. What's up, guys? So the morning hunts have been pretty slow. I just got back to the truck and a big herd of elk just crossed the road right here in front of me. They're probably 60, 70 yards away. I mean, I was going for the bow and then I was like, man, I don't have time, so I just watched them, and it was a big bull, at least 1 bull, and then probably 6 or 7 cows. And yeah, they just crossed the road. I heard them coming out onto the road. They were breaking some branches, and then They crossed this little creek. I mean, I don't think I'll be able to catch those elk. They were on the move. Man, they're quick. I can't believe they just crossed. I just came out right there, and that's where they came out of. Like, they were like right behind me. I mean, I was good night. I can't believe that. I'm gonna get one here eventually. What's up, guys? So I just saw a really nice bull. Unfortunately, he saw me first. He was turning and running when I saw him. He was only in about 40 yards. I just came in to check this camera. There's only 4 videos on it, so I pulled the camera. I'm gonna head over towards my other cameras, which is the direction that the bull went. I just came in silent and just bumped him at like 40 yards. I saw his antlers. They were really big. He looked like some of the big bulls I've got on camera here. He didn't appear to have any cows with him, but there's got to be some cows close by. So I just wanted to do an update. Hopefully we will see some cows and see some more elk. That was one of the best sightings I've had this year. Big old bull, super close. But he saw me first. I guess I gotta walk a little slower. It's super overcast today. I haven't heard a bugle in 2 or 3 days. These elk have gone silent. I woke up and it was about 40 degrees outside. Pretty warm today. We got a bit of a heat wave going on here. It's October 2nd. Archery season. The month of September just ended. And so we've transitioned to gun season, but I'm gonna carry the bow today. Probably go shooting the rifle this afternoon, sighted in. Just about to walk in. About to get geared up. But just a real interesting morning. Beautiful morning for hunting. So Piper is definitely feeling it this morning. She slept in a little bit. I'll probably take her with me to check the cams. The motto for today is, most people don't plan to fail, they fail to plan. So I've got a plan. I'm getting the phone all charged up, walking in, late morning. We're gonna do the Mohican sneaking, try to just creep around the woods. I don't think we'll do any calling at all. I mean, we're gonna bring the calls, but unless I hear these elk making some noise, I don't think I'll make any noise. I'm just gonna creep. I think what's happening is the elk are generally walking into the wind as well. So I'm trying to walk into the predominant wind. That's not working because we're just walking the same direction. They're either in front of me or behind me, and the wind is unusual today. It's blowing in a different direction than it typically blows. Pipe. We might try to just crosswind. I mean, there's not a lot of ways in and out of here that are very easy, so I'll probably take the same route I've been taking, and the wind's different, so maybe the elk, I don't know. We'll see. I can't imagine trying to sneak up on an elk and shoot it with the bow in this type of country, because it's super crunchy. You can't go 30 yards without, making a little crackle, breaking a stick or something. But the plan is just to go super slow. What's up, guys? We've got us a pine hen here, otherwise known as a rough grouse. So after you've lived in a wall tent for about 40 days, things really start to come together. I've learned to scavenge pieces of wood. Like, people will go harvest wood for their homes and, big trailers, and get large quantities of wood. And they'll always leave some scraps, so now I've learned to look for the scraps. Because I don't need much, I just have a little tent. I'm not going to be here long. We just hit the jackpot here. I mean, you don't even have to try to find this stuff, it just jumps out at you. Just stocked up on some firewood. It's supposed to be super cold the next couple days. So I'm gonna run out to the front, probably check a couple emails. I gotta send a couple emails actually. And then hopefully get a hunt in this afternoon. Not really rushing. I did just see like an 8-pack of deer across the road. So they're moving around. Even my game cams have them moving around right around this time, around 2:30 in the afternoon, which is strange. I think they might wait for a little bit of wind cover noise before they start moving around. But I mean, I had bucks chasing does. I had, you know, bulls coming in, just hanging out in front of the camera. So pretty excited about all the firewood. Let me just show you up close. What's up, guys? We're sitting on this lake. There's some sign. It's kind of fresh, maybe within the last day or two. It looks like a big bull or something was walking by here. This is one of the only places to easily access water. I don't know why it's not loaded with signs. There's not much water on this lake. But we're expecting some weather tonight. We're supposed to snow. It's getting pretty overcast. I should get these animals moving. So I'm just sitting in this lake. When the wind dies down, I'm going to do a little bit of calling. Just some cow calling. The wind's just kind of gusty. It's nice because it gives me a little bit of cover noise. And I think these elk don't mind a little cover noise as well. They can move around a little more freely without having to be super, super quiet. But I'm sitting here in one of my favorite spots. There's a nice lake. It doesn't have a lot of water in it right now, but usually there's a lot of ducks sitting on this lake. This time there wasn't any. There is some fresh sign within the last day or two where they've been going out there and scraping up the ground. And then also some footprints. Look like a big bull or a moose or something. I've got a cow tag. Just waiting for a cow to walk out. I mean, this is a perfect situation. I've got a really great rest here. I mean, if she walks out anywhere on this lake, it's going down. Oh my God. 20 ducks just dumped in on this pond. Man, I wish I could get a video of that. I know from the past that these ducks are super sketchy. Oh, they're feeding good. They were hungry. I counted 21 mallards. There's several drakes, but they're not in full plumage. They don't have a real dark green head. There's one that's almost white, got like a white body, feathers. It just got done snowing, and we're just out here looking for some fresh tracks. If we see some, they're gonna be really fresh, because it literally just got done snowing like an hour ago. Pipe, how much you love bacon? Are you a statue? You do a statue? You want some more bacon? I'll give you some. Here. I'll give you some bacon. Of course I will. What kind of dog owner would I be if I didn't give you any bacon? That my finger. I think it's a Monday and it's October 12th and we're gonna go see if we can find a cow elk. I found some fresh tracks. I've seen a lot of deer tracks, but these are elk tracks. They're really big. And last night I was trying to distinguish because the deer tracks do look pretty big once the snow kind of melts around them. So as a rule of thumb, if you have to wonder if they're elk tracks or deer tracks, they're probably deer tracks. These are more like, oh, a gunshot. I don't know. Maybe somebody just shot one. Or maybe they shot a grouse. Or maybe it was a misfire. Or maybe it's target practice. That's alright, there's plenty of them out here. But I think these are bull tracks. Take a look. So yeah, they're pretty fresh. I want to go ahead and set up a game cam right here, and I'm going to follow these tracks. I just walked up on a big 6x6 bull laying down. I had him at 40 yards. I was looking at him in the scope, and then after about 3 or 4 minutes he stood up. I could have shot him all day. But unfortunately I don't have a bull tag, and it's not bull season. But my buddies are coming out to hunt in 2 days for bulls. So it's good to know they're still in the area. We could have roasted that one all day long. He was just laying down, looking in my direction. After a while he stood up and then just kind of walked off. But I was looking at him in the scope. I turned the GoPro on. I mean, I don't know if the GoPro got very good video of him. I should have grabbed this camera. I mean, I could have done whatever. I could have done cartwheels. He wasn't running off. But I didn't see any cows with him. We'll find them cows. But I switched it up today a little bit. So I left the bugle tube in the truck. I brought a bunch of rain gear because it looks like it's going to rain. And I'm not superstitious at all, but I brought the ivories that I found in that deadhead. And then sure enough, 10 minutes out of the truck, or 10 minutes from camp, big old bull. I was looking at him in the scope. I zoomed the scope in. He was a good 6x6. There's gotta be some cows around here. Alright, we're gonna go find those cows.
Dude, that's sweet. I'm glad we found her. Beautiful girl.
Didn't get a great shot on her. Shot her right in the butt, right in the ham, but...
Shows the teeth work.
Oh, man.
They're pretty.
Good.
Show me them teeth.
These are ivories right here. Wow. First elk. Super stoked. Rest in peace, girl. So stoked. smoke. There we go. Yeah, it's looking really good. This is like the best fire I've had yet.